Hey Scott, I thought I would show you and everybody else how to adjust the cold start mechanism. Why in my previous video the engine was hard to start because I had no cold start idle or fast idle, and I thought, well, this would be a good teaching moment for everybody, show everybody what a pain in the ass this thing is. Okay, so I've got a towel stuffed in here because I'm going to be opening the throttle and I'm going to be flooding it, and so I got the linkage disconnected on both of them, so I can open up the first barrel, the number one carburetor, and I can move my counterweight forward. And what we're doing is we want to get to this guy right here, and I'm going to move it forward to where I can get in here. And what we're trying to achieve, okay, let's go back to the beginning. So I got everything closed, so when I actuate the choke, it should start to move the linkage back here. It should start to move almost immediately. You can see I have to really pull it up here, and all of a sudden now it just barely starts to move. Well, that's not going to work. So what we need to do is set this little teeny candy-ass bug dick screw. Alright, see if I can even get this to where you can see it. Okay, so I want this to go forward. So get this out of the way. I need this to come up. Now you think this is difficult here on the test stand. Just imagine if you got the engine in the car. So, and we got a little jam nut here. And it's not even a normal size jam nut, I don't believe. I'm trying to think it's like a 5.5 or something. Okay, let's see if I can do both these at one time. Anyway, so you want to get this undone. Get the jam nut unscrewed. This is a lot easier when you have the right size wrench. Okay, see if this will do it here like this. No. Alright, so probably in the comments I'll tell you how far to fast forward, how long it takes me to do this. If I can even do it. I may not be able to do it. See if I can just unscrew it. Start all over. Nope. Can't even do that. Son of a bitch. This is miserable. And just to do this to people is just a miserable thing. Can't believe Solex did this to people. Maybe I can do it down like this. There we go. That's how you're going to get a hold of it. Now put my screwdriver. Pry that open. Okay, let's go back. Alright, it's loose. Now I can screw it in. What I need to do is back off on the little nut first of all, so I have some room to... Okay, I've got to back off on this. Looks like I can't get my hands in there at the same time as showing you what's going on. So I need to back off on this nut. So I can screw this thing down. Okay, so that's going to work. Now then, what I'm trying to do is get this to where it's going to just touch this lever underneath here that actuates the fast idle. So, and then we can test that by seeing how soon the throttle opens up. But at this point, I need to adjust this nut out so I can screw that screw down further. I might use two screwdrivers here, one to hold the nut, one to screw the screw down. There you go. Now we're talking. Okay. So let's put this linkage up, pull up on the. All right. See how quickly now we're starting to get quicker movement. Let's adjust this down some more. Now theoretically, you're supposed to measure. You measure with a feeler gauge down there, 15 thousandths clearance. All right, see how quickly we're now moving the throttle. That's your fast idle right there. That's what makes it where you can choke this thing, and you got your supposed fast idle or cold start fast idle. All right, now the next thing is to hold this down and then tighten that nut. So let's see if that is even remotely possible. See, get this out of the way here. See if we can tighten that nut. Okay. Again, just imagine doing this with the engine in the car. Got it. All right, that'll get it set for the time being. In terms of, it's not going to go anywhere. Once the carburetors come off, I'll tighten it up all the way. So what we've got now, let's zoom out. All right, what we've got now is we have actual movement of the linkage, which gives us our cold start. Or fast idle, I'm sorry, fast idle. Okay, let's hook everything back up. Got these things flooded a little bit, but once again, had enough time for this thing to get back to reach thermal equilibrium, and so we can actually test for cold start. Now that I tie these two chokes together, because this is the one that's got the main spring on it and this one's flops around. Oh, that reminds me, while I'm here, I'll tell you how to make sure the chokes are working. You will raise this up like this, and then you will raise the choke up like this, and just make sure this thing is loose. That's all required. This is nothing special about that. Nothing. And you do the same thing over here. That's the key. Then when these came to us, the chokes were this bushing right here was halfway out. Just ridiculous. Okay, so that's the reason I tie these together, because this one can flop closed while you're running the cars, running the engine, testing the carburetors. So now we do like this. We've got fast idle. Make sure that I have, well, actually no, I think the linkage is screwed up here. Alright, let me adjust the linkage. I moved it around unintentionally. Okay, so now we got instant movement on our fast idle. Tie this together. Sorry it's taking so long, but I think it's important to show you guys real time how this stuff works. Hook the battery up. Hang on. That's how it should work when you have your fast idle set up properly.